well, I'd had MS for 27 years.
Well, I went from walking to a wheelchair. I was walking upstairs at Christmas, and by June, July, I was in a wheelchair, and the only thing that put the brakes on it was going on the drug trial for MIS. 2010, they were advertising for people for the trial in Christchurch. I rang up to find out what the criteria was, and we went through everything on the phone, and the last piece of the criteria was you had to be able to walk with either a walking stick, walking frame, or a walking aid. I think the distance off the top of my head was 5 metres, and by that stage I couldn't actually walk. I could stand and weight bear, but I couldn't walk. So at that stage I actually declined to go on the trial, and I think it would have been about 3 weeks later, Jo rang me up, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've rung the wrong number. I was ringing the person above you on the list." She said, "While I've got you on the phone, why did you decide not to go through with the trial?" And I said to her, "Well, it was because I can't actually manage the 5 metres." And she said, "Well, get in here and we'll see what we can do." So I went in there and we went through all the other criteria and met that was fine, and then came the walking part. And so what Jo and I cooked up was to put one of her staff in a manual wheelchair. I would stand behind the wheelchair, they would move it forward probably about 3 inches, put the brakes on, and I just dragged myself the 5 metres just to get on this trial.
But I would like, my expectations of it was to try and stay as I am for as long as I can. If I can have that happen to me, I'll be fine.
That's like we said. We're going to be 80 and we're still going to have
I don't, you know, I've got no expectations to jump up and run around, you know. If that happened, wow, shit. It would be a miracle, but you know what I mean.
I think you've got to be careful that you don't think it's a silver bullet that you're going to get up and run a marathon again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, we don't think that.
Yeah, no.
Just grateful for being on my feet.
I'm grateful that it slowed it down. It's given me my brain back.
Giving you your life back, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh yeah, and it's keeping, it's hopefully, cross fingers, well it is at the moment, it's keeping everything stable. Pain, the muscle back, the movement, no headaches, no dizziness, no, just my being normal, feeling normal. Yeah, that's mine.
Hand-eye coordination, eyesight, fatigue, memory, not having to sleep as much as I used to, and there's probably a few other things as well.
Mine was no urine infections, no fatigue, just feeling like I'm a normal person. That's what makes the difference. Every day you feel like you're normal, even though you know you've got MS, and having it for the length of time that I've had it, it's just a great thing. It's just the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'll continue to use it while I can.
Yep.
For as long as I can.
It is a weird feeling though, isn't it? That I'd wake up in the morning thinking, happy, you know, always happy, but how do I put it? Feeling normal, and you know you're not. Well, I'm not normal. Well, who can define normal nowadays anyway?
Normal all my life. I've got to start now.
But yeah, it's given me a new lease on life and hope. And hope that I not really. Yeah, I do. I hope I stay like this the rest of my life.
Yeah, hope that we just have the walking stick and occasional wheelchair when we need to go shopping. But other than that, yeah.